Hey guys, welcome back to Chef Monica's Kitchen. Happy Memorial Day weekend. I know it's kind of anticlimactic since we are kind of limited in what we can do, but for those of you that are going to have socially distanced fire pit parties or any other kind of socially distanced gathering, I wanted to give you a special dish that you can make that will feed a crowd, especially if you've got vegetarians in the bunch like moi. I'm doing a pasta salad. Love pasta salad. Most pasta salads, however, are basically like a jar of Italian dressing or seasoning or even ranch, and then you throw some veggies and you're done. So I'm going to show you my spin on it. You can use, again, whatever combination of veggies you like. I've got my rotini noodles that I cooked al dente, which again just means to the tooth, so they're not completely mushed. They're still have a little bit of bite to them. And I'm leaving this still warm and assembling this well warm for a couple of reasons. I want to slightly cook the vegetables but not make them mushy, so this will help to cook them through a tiny bit. Also, by having it warm, I can put all the oil and everything on there so that the pasta doesn't clump and stick together. And then thirdly, it allows for all those flavors to marinate a little bit more, and then as it cools, it just kind of permeates and seeps right through the noodles. So I used rotini, as I said. We're going to do some zucchini that I just chopped up. I'm going to use my knife this time because it will make things go a little faster. We're going to use again some of our orange bell pepper, some fresh asparagus. I've got all these great veggies that are fresh right now, unless I dump half of them on the floor, in which case it's going to be a very naked pasta salad. I've got some shallots we're going to throw in there. Those, of course, are those little tiny onion-like looking things that are fairly mild. I've got broccoli. I love fresh broccoli. I left them fairly large too because I want to get a good bite of that broccoli in there. I got a tiny bit of cilantro. Again, you've heard me say it before. Don't like it, leave it out. I like it. It's my party. I'm cilantroing if I want to. Cilantroing if I want to. You would cilantro too if it happened to you.
Nice try.
I know. And then you'll notice in here, sorry, I buried it, a little bit of that preserved lemon because I like the lemon flavor. You could also just use lemon zest if you got yourself a good lemon at the store. Take your microplane, zest some lemon in there. It just gives it a nice bright flavor. Okay, so all the ingredients are now in there. Now we need to dress it. Not in the proverbial sense of like put a tie and a belt on it. Although that would be cute, wouldn't it? So we use a little bit of olive oil as the primary dressing. I'm going to say 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil because you want to make sure this does not stick together. I'm going to use also about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. You could use vinegar if you want to, but since this is going to be a slight sort of Mediterranean style, I'm going to use the lemon juice. Fresh cracked pepper. About 20 turns of that.
Did you count?
Salt. Not specifically. Count. That's for Sesame Street. Salt, okay. A little bit of smoked paprika for our little barbecue flavor. Just because we're not grilling our brats, so we can still partake of sort of the barbecue flair. I've got our cumin, which is very argumentative cumin. He's not cumin out of the container. I kill me. I don't kill you, but I kill me so hard. Garlic powder. And this one's the fun spice. So we're using Za'atar. I don't know if you've ever heard of Za'atar. Another one of those kooky Middle Eastern spices. You know me, my flair or my penchant for North African and Middle Eastern cuisine. So this is generally a combination of sesame and thyme. This one also has sumac, which if you remember from my other video about fish en papillote, I use sumac. It's sort of a lemony kind of citrusy flavor spice. So that'll go really well with this. So we'll toss some of that in there. Quite a significant amount. I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons or so. And last but certainly not least, a little bit of our harissa space. Harissa space. We're going into spicy space. Harissa paste for a little heat. If you don't want too much heat, leave it out. You can use a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes, or you could use, of course, sriracha as well. And then we'll stir this together, stick this in the fridge, and let it marinate overnight, and it'll be just perfect for our little get-together tomorrow with our masks and our hands washed at our 6-foot distance, which is what we all should be doing for at least a while longer. Happy Memorial Day, guys. Dagnabbit, I forgot something. So P.S. Post-memorial or something. I forgot to add the Parmesan cheese. And Lord knows, everything's better with Parmesan cheese. Lord and all of the world and universe knows. There goes the Parmesan cheese. Now have a happy Memorial Day, because now it's a cheesy Memorial Day.